my goodness, why am I laggy today? This is weird. Hi everyone, how are we doing? How are you guys doing? Hold on, let me try to fix. Hi Beetle, hi Bella, how are you guys? Happy weekend. I hope your weekend has been going well. I have been playing Pokemon all morning. A cookie run binge. Nice. Pokopia? Definitely not. Your girl doesn't have the money for a Switch 2. So I've been playing Brilliant Diamond. I don't think I would really like the gameplay of Pokopia anyway. It just doesn't seem to be like my type of game. Like stuff like Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, that kind of game, it's like not... I don't mind them. I don't mind them. I just find it hard to like get back into them once I pause, you know? But I do love seeing all the memes and screenshots that's been coming out of them. Those are really fun. Is anyone else playing Pokopia? Because I know a few people who are playing Pokopia. They bought the Switch mainly for Pokopia. So, but no, I'm gonna stick to the old Pokemon games, the ones I already have. Anyways, so today, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. 5 an hour time, so according to the total time we took for Tony Rai, I'll say perhaps 7 hours total for this case. So, if I remember correctly, they said that each case can only have like a maximum of 3 trials. So, assuming I have day 1, and then investigation 1, and then trial 1, investigation 2, trial 2, investigation 3, investigation 3, trial 3. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 stages. So if I'm gonna play half of it today, it means that I should probably stop after... It's either I stop after trial 1 or I stop after trial 2. Wait, is day 1 investigation 1 or is day 1 and investigation 1 separate? Hi, Say! Yes, another mystery. The first mystery is how long the stream is gonna take. So assuming day 1 and investigation 1 are the same, that means the midpoint... Okay, I guess I'll... This is rough. This is hard. Because I don't want to stop... Like, the perfect midpoint would be right after investigation 2. But I feel like that would be too... Like, if I finish investigation 2 and I stop there, chances are I'm gonna forget everything by trial 2. Okay, you know what? We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I can definitely do a doodle chat. Okay, so we will continue. Turnabout Samurai Final Day Trial. Wait, did I already do this? I think I already did this. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame her? Wanted to put the blame on you. I remember it was this one. So we'll just quickly... Oh, we already did this. Yeah, I can. Don't worry, I have a notepad here. I don't know if I'm ever going to write down the notes, but I have a notepad here today. Plus, I'm counting on you guys to remember for me. Okay, we're gonna need to... Oh yeah, it's him. I feel like I'm going to like Edgeworth eventually. It's just... he was so annoying in the first case. He was so questionable in the first case. Okay, and so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by reviewing... Oh wait, I think we already read this too. Yes, we did. Yes, the Pink Princess! Oh, did I not click save before I ended last time? Wait, what? Oh, there we go. It's been, what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't just imagine how much I've suffered. Oh, you can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Nani? Merry Christmas. Is this Edgeworth? Oh, you criminal. December 25th, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Because crime apparently doesn't take a break. However annoying that is. Hey, Nick! Do you know if there are any good waterfalls around here? Waterfalls? Dare I ask why? Duh, Nick, isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one. Oh, is that part of your spirit medium training? Of course, except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under rushing spring waters. Okay. I don't know about any falls per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close. No. Darn. Sorry, but them's the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something? Good idea! Much for rushing spring waters. Next in the news, a large unidentified animal was sighted at Gourd Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy, in a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness monster. So his namesake, Nessie, I swear I can speak today. So its namesake, Nessie, proved to be a hoax. Locals are confident their Gordy is the real deal. Boring. Can't they show real news for a change? Nick? The water pressure's kinda low in the shower. You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose? Good idea, Nick! Apparently Fey blood is no aid in detecting sarcasm. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but this time it's murder! Yay! No. Gourd Lake again? The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. A suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like... Nick? Maya. The fireman yelled at me when I called him. We've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth. What? You mean the prosecutor? Yeah, he's a suspect in murder. What? When? Where? Whom? Why? How? I don't know. Let's go find out, Nick. Ooh. The final present. Merry Christmas. No, I don't need to do that. Where should we move? Oh, would Miles already be in the detention center? Would Miles even want us as his defense attorney? Like, bruh, he literally said, don't come near me ever again. It was the were-rabbit? We would never. We're vegetarian. Alright, let's see if Miles is willing to talk to us. Because the defense attorney to cite him? That actually seems like a great idea. Forced proximity. You know, Nick? We've all been in here one time or another, haven't we? I guess it comes with the territory. I'm not sure it's something we shouldn't mention to too many people. Here he is! The man of the hour. I'm a were-rabbit? Well, when you think about it, what does were mean? Doesn't it mean, like, can transform to human? Like werewolf? Because I can transform into a human. What does were mean? Ah! Hey, Edgeworth, come back! He left. What are you doing here? Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood. Well, he is in detention. Were you in a good mood when you were here? So you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney? Then laugh! Laugh! Old English for man? Exactly! So then wouldn't I kind of count as a were? Because I can turn into a rabbit. Let me see if I can remember which one. There we go. Well, why aren't you laughing? Nick, should we be laughing? Nah, it's a trick. Laugh and he'll get mad. Or burst into tears. Edgeworth? We don't have so much free time we can spend it coming down here to laugh at you. Actually, I'm pretty sure we have a lot of free time. Didn't Phoenix say we had no cases? Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. Exactly. I hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. Bros hitting us with the angst. Going into the bunny lore? Well, if human rabbit, I am a human right now, see? I transformed into a human. I do look really naked without my ears, I think. Like, my head just looks empty without the ears. He speaks like a jilted lover? Yeah, he sounds like an ex. I didn't want to see you like this either, believe me. You know that that trope where it's like, you know how Superman puts on the glasses and everyone's like, I don't know, that's Clark Kent. I don't know what you're talking about, that's Clark Kent. Even though Clark Kent could be dressed up like Superman, he just needs to put on the put on the glasses. Okay, what happened? Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you gonna do about it? Ugh, we're gonna help you, that's what. Dude, I feel like he's the one who broke up with us. We're not the one who broke up with you, dude. Help me? You? Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. Hey! Sure you got lucky and won all 3. But your luck's bound to run out someday. You need real skill, right? Experience. Nick, he's insulting you. Nick? Why am I always the one who has to get angry? The murder took place at Gourd Lake, correct? Yes, late last night. The lake is a long way away from your offices and the courthouses. Why were you down there? I see no need to tell you. Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really... Gordy. Is he into cryptids? Cryptids? I went to see Gordy. Gordy? What's that? I'll tell you later. Why wouldn't Edgeworth talk to us? Bro. Okay, I don't think anything here I can examine that hasn't... Yeah, I think everything is still pretty similar to what we had before. Okay, off we go to the lake! Gourd Lake Park entrance. This is where it happened? Yeah, Gourd Lake's in the middle of this park. I can see some police walking around in there. Questioning people probably. Is Gumshoe gonna be here again? Bro, this entire country of Ace Attorney only has one judge, one prosecutor, and one detective. Hey, isn't that Detective... Called it. Called it! Isn't that Detective Gumshoe over there? Well, pal! That's enough. There's enough of us here. Anyone found anything? Sorry, sir. Nothing. Idiot! The trial's tomorrow! We need clues on the double! But sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested the attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think you should be admitting this out loud. At this point, you just grab it. You just... It's clear, sir. He's the one who... Shut up! Just you try saying that again. Is Gumshoe on our side this time? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'll make you sorry if you do. So just get out of my face, pal. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe is kind of scary today. Recruits. Peh. Ah! Eee! Hey, you're that hairy guy, hairy butt. Right, Phoenix, right. Will he ever learn my name? And just what do you think you're doing here, pal? Investigating? Huh? Well, yes, I suppose. Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Gumshoe's gonna be our best friend this chapter. Bring it! He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked us to defend him yet. Huh? Oh, you don't say. He wants us to defend Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe? Do you know what happened here? Huh? You don't know, pal? No? Wow, okay, Mr. Head in the Fluffy Pink Clouds lawyer. Head in the... Huh? Never mind, I'll tell you. It happened last night, about 15 minutes after midnight. There was a boat out on Gourd Lake. In that boat were two men. I honestly thought these two were two women. One of those men shot the other with a pistol. And the shooter was Mr. Edgeworth? A cop who arrived on the scene arrested him. That cop's sus already. Arrest the cop! How did they get here so fast? Well, there was a witness. When the report came in, we raced to the lake. A witness? You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer, do you? Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there was a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it. Right! Who cares what the witness says? I care! You really believe in him, don't you, detective? Of course I do. But the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Dude, you are the police. Nobody's even really taking this investigation that seriously. Oh no. After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us, hard to imagine that no one's standing up to take his side. Well, at least you are, detective. At least you are. Can I predict that it was like the cop who did it? Okay, so it's probably not the cop who did it because, well... I need to figure out the timeline of this because I want to see that the cop did it. But like, it depends on like where they arrested Miles, right? If they arrested Miles on the boat, then that's rough. But if they arrested Miles like after the culprit already ran away, then it can't. Or then it can. More evidence, more autopsies. Yeah. But you know, like, police officers refusing to investigate Miles Edgeworth? Can't say I'm surprised. Do you know who will be Mr. Edgeworth's defense attorney in tomorrow's trial? He hasn't gotten one yet. What? The trial is tomorrow, isn't it? Well, I don't know the whole story, but apparently no one he's been talking to will take the case. Why not? Mr. Edgeworth won't tell me. When you guys showed up, I figured he'd ask you to defend him. Unfortunately not. Well, pal, then you got a job to do. How about Mr. Edgeworth? Miles, Miles, Miles. Miley, Miley, Miley. You don't have a choice. Prove that badge you wear isn't just some fancy piece of metal. Prove it to me, pal. Show me you're an attorney. Who was this witness? Or sorry, pal, that's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. Well, that's what's her face? Like April May said? May, August? What? I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow. Was there only that one witness? Yep, it was pretty cold out on the lake last night. And it was Christmas Eve after all. Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're going to turn up another witness. That's why we're here today, checking things out. So far, we're coming up empty. Oh, it's Christmas today. I'd forgotten. What are you getting me for Christmas, Nick? Talk to Santa. Alright. Let's do some... Winter's chill from the bare leaves today. What is it about winter that turns people into poets? I don't know, but my toes are starting to feel numb. Yeah, my poetry has that effect on some people. Gore Lake Nature Park. This place is full of families picnicking on the weekend. But no waterfall. Not many picnickers come here for spiritual training, Maya. I love waterfalls. Waterfalls are so pretty. Hi, PG! You made it. Hi, hi, hi. Is Bart not wearing socks? Depends on what shoes she's wearing. If it's like sandals, you know, nowadays I see people wearing like the socks with slides and I don't understand it. I cannot understand socks with slides. Okay, we're back to go bother Miles. Let's go. You get cold feet, you know, wear socks. Are you a socks with socks in bed type of person? What do we do now? There's no one else I can talk to. And I already examined this place. Cold feet is the worst, but I don't like socks in bed either. It feels too suffocating. I prefer to just wrap my feet up in my blankie. Nothing here. Alright. Can we talk to you? Okay, so no. Sometimes my parents tell me to wear socks to bed because it's cold, but I refuse. Let's investigate which one. I already went there! Am I dumb? Wait, is there more that I haven't looked at? No clues here. Am I dumb? How am I stuck already? Can I talk to you again? Click the path? I can't click the path though. No clues here. No clues here. No clues here. What the heck? Am I dumb? Present. What if I present you my badge? That badge! You're showing that to the wrong guy, pal! You gotta show that to someone who needs it! Do I have to show it to Miles? Move. Miles! Your attorney badge? Edgeworth? Let me defend you. Ha! Ha ha! Good one, right? But I'm not that hard up. Not yet. What do you mean by that? Me? Trust a wet behind the ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Never. Sounds to me you need me though. What? My case is near hopeless, right? Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down. What? Simply put, they were afraid they'll lose. It occurred to me that it might be my fault that they lacked confidence. After all, I did get every single one of their clients declared guilty. I don't believe it. Not our clients though! Dude, you failed, okay? When you came across us, you failed. So you might as well just choose us. Haha. Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular, I cannot ask to do this. What are the chances that this is like one of those romance tropes where it's like he got involved with the wrong people and he's trying to protect the love interest? You know what I mean? Did you do it? Edgeworth, this is really hard for me to ask, but you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I have only one request. Huh? Stay out of this case. Why? But Nick is trying to help you. I know that. But I don't want your help, okay? Why not? Look, just go away and leave me alone. Nick, Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he? Maya, let's go investigate elsewhere. But Nick... Alrighty. Is it true? No one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case? Yeah, he's a bit of a celebrity. If you defended him and lost, your reputation will suffer. We don't have a reputation to suffer! Haha! What's more, the case against him is, well, it's pretty solid. That's what you said about all the cases! I suppose it would be if they had a witness. That's what you said about the last case! Hey pal, don't tell me you're going to turn your back on him too! Remember the Steel Samurai case? Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your client declared innocent! I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after that trial. He kept saying, right, over and over. Nick? I mean, I'm not sure that's a good sign. Neither am I. Why wouldn't he want your help? I don't get it. Detective Gumshoe, sir. What? Find something? No, sir, not yet. But there was a call from the precinct. They want to hold an investigation briefing. Briefing? Right, I'm off. Oh, sorry, pal. I guess you heard. I gotta go. Any last things you want to ask me about before I head back? Give me the autopsy report. Well, yes. You have any information on the victim? Sorry, they haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it myself. Actually, hey, if you get the time, drop by the precinct. We can talk more there, pal. You're not coming back, detective? Probably not. So what should we do if we have something to talk to you about? Alright, here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime. Oh my god, he's a homie! Directions to the police station were received from Detective Gumshoe. Oh hey, Detective Gumshoe! What? We'd like to take a look around the park. Can we walk around? Yeah, no problem, pal. You got my permission. It's so much better having the police on our side. You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy. Yeah, they don't have time to think about not giving you any information. Right, now let's get investigating. Alright. Let's go to... let's go to the beach. Let's go to the beach. Public beach. Wowzers! So this is Gourd Lake? Yep. Not sure it warrants a wowzers though. Probably not. But hey, look at the snack stand. Samurai dogs. I want a samurai dog, please! I bet they're great! With a name like Samurai Dog, how could they not be? I think Maya just really likes anything samurai. Or maybe she really likes things in between bread. She really likes burgers, right? They're a little behind the times though. The kids are all into the pink princess now. I mean, like, you know? That's how I feel whenever kids come up to me and they're like, hey, 6, 7! And I'm like, what the heck do you mean? Hot dog stand closed. The Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. Banner reads Samurai Dogs. Someone needs to redecorate. Huh. Someone left some poppers here. You know, pull the string and it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You see them a lot around New Year's. Hey Nick, they might be a clue. Let's take them. Come on, admit it. You just want to pop them, right? Was it that obvious? Poppers. You know what? Let's take them. I suppose it couldn't hurt. Huh? Where'd they go? Into my pocket? Trash can is empty. At least the place is well maintained. Huh, I almost didn't see that signpost. Left, boat docks. Right, exit. Wow, Gourd Lake is really big. Yeah, say Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake? I bet it's shaped like a gourd. Oh well, a long time ago they used to grow— oh, never mind. They used to grow gourds here. Whoa, no way! I was sure it was because the— oh my god. Me and Maya are the same person. You know, like an hourglass shape? Well, it is shaped like a gourd actually, but that's just a coincidence. Oh, okay. Those poppers, 100% they'll be integral. Line of plastic benches. You buy a dog and eat it here. Doubt anyone would sit here and eat on a date like this. Except maybe Maya, if she had a samurai dog. Okay, I don't have anything here. So, let's move to... oh, there's more places. There's more places now. Brilliant. This is going to be a long case. December 25th, Gourd Lake Woods. I like it here, Nick. Look, someone's camping. No camping. They've got guts camping at the scene of a murder. Hey, Nick. If they were camping here last night, they might know something about the murder. That's true. Good call, Maya. Let's go talk to them. This SUV has seen better days. This SUV looks pristine. It's dented all over. I can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. No camping. Funny place to pick to pitch your tent. Wait, what if the tent said no setting tents on fire? I don't think they'll have signs like that. You wouldn't know. People can be really dumb. That's why they have things on the shampoo bottles, like don't drink the shampoo. Oh. Hey, Nick! What? Don't tell me you're hungry again. No, I was just wondering, why are camping pots and pans made of aluminum? They didn't talk about that in any of the law books. So there's no law saying they had to be made of aluminum then. I'm not having this conversation. There's food and some magazines on the sheet. It takes pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. Alright. The trees grow quite thick. Further back, the trees fade into shadow where sunlight can't reach them. Okay. I don't think there's anything else I can look here. So, back to the boat rental shop. Sam Wise would have that conversation. Who's Sam Wise? Nick, what is this place? A boat rental shop. Closed for Christmas, it seems. I guess a murder taking place on one of the boats won't be good for business either. Boats? I've never ridden on a boat. Really? Well, how about we go out on one when the trial is finished? Hey, good idea. You bet. I've been on ferries before. I've never been on a yacht. I've been on a ferry. I think that's the only thing I've been on. I've never been in like a canoe. I've never been in a kayak. I've never been in a tugboat or rowboat, a jet ski. I've never been in anything other than a ferry. Oh, Lord of the Rings. Wait, I knew that name sounded familiar. Sam, yes. Small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone's around. Closed for Christmas. Floating boats. Was one of these boats used in the murder, I wonder? Nick? I changed my mind. I don't really want to go for a boat ride. More forest that way. Doubt I'll find any helpful clues in there. Who knows? Nothing here. Alright, I guess it's back to the precinct. Oh my god, look at this little frog guy. Looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here. Something wrong, miss? Turning yourself in? Okay, what did you do? Shoplifting? Larceny? Public indecency? No, none of those things. We're looking for Detective Gumshoe. Is he around? Gumshoe? Oh yeah, he's in a meeting right now. I don't think he'll be out anytime soon. Oh, okay, we'll come back. You do that. Oh, and go straight home and stay out of trouble. No more shoplifting, you got that? Do I look like a criminal or something? I mean, you got arrested, so... The chief of detectives glued to his computer screen. What? Gord Lake? Gordy sighted! I don't believe it! Shouldn't you be reading something more important? Female police officer? Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad! Does anyone actually buy those, like, pinup calendars? Like the hot firefighters ones? Because I've gotten, like, the cute animal ones before, but I've never actually seen anyone, you know, like, selling or even, like, advertising any of, like, the hot whatever pinup ones. Hey, is that the police department's mascot? That's the blue badger. That's a... Whoever designed this doesn't know what a badger looks like. It was my idea. I made it. It's my mascot. I see. How nice. I'll get him assigned mascot of the Criminal Affairs Department if it's the last thing I do. Good luck. Desk, computers, files on each one. Tidier than I expected. Guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desk. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Your mama could see. You know she'll be crying. If your mama could see, you know she'll be crying. Are you gonna spit it out, you low-life scum? You must be doing image training for interrogations. Oh my god. Okay, I guess we'll have to come back. You don't use calendars anymore? They're ancient technology? You don't even use one on like your phone or anything? Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I like having like a manual calendar. Wait, where did I go? What is this place? Where did I just click? Did I hit the woods? The boat rental shop? Wait, how did I get there? Where am I? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, what the heck? Oh, there's a slide. We're in the what? There was no pan earlier. There was no pan. Used to buy calendars all the time. If you could have a organized one, you would. Do they come up with annual calendars? Or is it like one of those like those whiteboard ones where you can like change the dates to whatever you want? Doctor appointments, games, practices for your kiddo. Yeah. I don't use my calendar a lot. I use it for, you know, appointments, keeping track of how many days it's been since I last watered my plants. Work calendar, of course, but that's different. But yeah, to be honest, I think even in school I didn't really use my calendars much. You went back in the sliders there? What? Take that! Objection! I didn't see it. Okay. This camera has a mic and some sort of attachment. It must take pictures when triggered by a noise. Wow, cool, let's try it out. Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe I'm not saying it loud enough? Hey! I'm Nick! Huh. Nick! Will you stop that? Maybe it's broken? Don't kick it. Maybe it isn't set to respond to voices. Girl, do you know how expensive cameras are? Well, what then? These things? The party poppers? Well, they responded. Yeah! Hey you, get your hands off of that! Eep! What in the Sam Hill? Look what you've done now! There goes a whole roll of film! Huh? What? Sorry. Sorry's nice, but it doesn't pay my bills. Do you know how much a roll of that film costs? You know what? I can't even get mad at her. Because really, Maya should not have been like fiddling around with other people's things. I'll pay you back. What were you thinking setting off a party popper in a place like this? Well... What? Don't try to play stupid with me just because you think I'm some country bumpkin. Yeah, I know how y'all Yanks think. I say those southern folks talk with that exaggerated drawl. Why, they must be dumb. Well, let me tell you, just because I might be dumb, don't mean we all are. Nick, help. And who are you now, her chaperone? Yeah, no. Rather, we're sort of friends. Just figure out what you're gonna say and just say it for bejesusum's sake. God, I'd rather sit through one of Papa's draws and listen to you stutter all day. Well, guess we should pay her for the film. Watch it! Yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay later. I'm really sorry. See, I can't even get mad at her. Okay, I can't get mad at her for getting mad at me, but I can't get mad at her for getting mad at Maya, because Maya really shouldn't have just, you know, been kicking people's camera or like touching it or whatever. Let's start with her name. What? Can't you see I'm changing the film on my camera here? Someone, I'm not naming any names, but someone used up a whole roll. Sorry, that didn't work. I wonder if I have anything to show her that would get her attention. Show her? Okay, maybe I'll show her my badge. Okay. Wait, can I not? Oh, never mind. Present. Present! This is my badge! Huh? Aren't badges supposed to be all shiny and impressive? You a cop or something? I'm a lawyer. What? Y'all ain't gonna try to pull one of them lawsuits on me over that film now. Cause I'll have y'all know I'm a fighter and I wrestle meaner looking things than you. No, that's not it at all. We're here investigating a murder that took place here on the lake. A murder? Sounds cool! Why didn't y'all just say that in the first place? Go ahead, ask me anything you like. Finally, some cooperation. Guys, I would not be able to be a lawyer. Having to deal with like clients and like the opposition? Nuh-uh. You too, y'all can come out of hiding now. I won't bite. Hard. And to think of it, where did Maya get to? Sorry, I was feeling a little overwhelmed with the culture craft and all that. Never you mind, honey. I can talk yang for ya if it pleases you. But thanks, I think I'll be okay. Great then, I'm Lotta. Lotta Hart, but y'all can call me Lotta. That's cute, Lotta Hart. I'm here photographing meteor showers for a research project. Mighty pleased to meet ya. A meteor shower? Why would she have like a noise trigger for a meteor shower? Do meteor showers make noise? I mean, they're happening like up in space, though. Oh yeah, when was that murder anyway? I didn't see much television lately. Happened late in the night of Christmas Eve. That's so? Christmas Eve? A man on a boat was shot. Did you see anything? Well, let me see. A boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one, not sure though. You gotta remember, I've been watching this here lake for a good 3 days now. Seen enough boats to choke a meal. Kinda hard to remember which I seen when. So what is it you do, Lotta? Huh? Me? Y'all don't really want to know that, do you? Actually, I'm a research student at Country U, right in the heart of the heartland. Country University? Wow, neat! She's a research student at a university! Country U! So we're here. So when did you come up here? Let me see. I guess it was about 3 days ago. What are you photographing? Didn't I tell y'all that already? Meteors! Yep, meteor showers. Falling stars? I think I told you guys, but one time I was, I tried to stay up for a meteor shower, and I just couldn't see it, so I went back to bed. Like, I went out on a balcony, and I just waited until like 3 AM, and I was like, you know what? Nah. That's quite a camera you have there. Y'all better know it. It's German made. A genuine Solingen. Isn't that where they make knives? My dad loves like German made things. He thinks that they're like really well made. Like German made knives, German cars are usually luxury cars, German chocolates. But yeah, I remember one time when he had like this whole rant about how much like German things were amazing. Precision German engineering. Yeah, exactly. That's what he was talking about. He was like, the Germans just know how to make things. Like their engineering's so good. Like their cars, their knives, like even their chocolate must taste amazing. We've never had German chocolate. Hi, Sire. So what's that device you have stuck to the camera? Huh? Device? Your camera went off all by itself when I fired my party popper. What was that? That mic triggers the shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. It's programmed to pick up loud noises right now. Like gunshots? I've never heard a gunshot before, but they're pretty loud, aren't they? Unless you have like a silencer. A programmable camera, neat! Unless it's subsonic? What does subsonic mean? Okay, maybe let's go back to the police department. Subsonic, I mean, I don't know what that means! Quieter, Oh, John Wick with sound with actual silencers. I think I saw I think Mythbusters did an episode on that where they were like, what would sounds actually sound like from movies? So they did like an explosion. I think they did like a gun with a silencer. I think they did like a bunch of different noises. But yeah, a lot of it, they were like, yeah, it's still really loud, or like, it doesn't sound the same as movies, etc. Or some of them, they do sound like it's from the movies. Worse than my bunny ears. This is why you wear ear protection. Hmm? Is there anything else I can look at? I kind of want to try firing a gun one day. Like, not just willy-nilly, but I don't even know where I would have to go to do that. But I'm also scared because they say it's like really hard, right? Like recoil, you have to think about like recoil and stuff. I don't know. Hey, can you tell me if there's a gunshot? I don't know. Oh, it does happen. Okay. It triggers on loud explosion noises? Yep. Actually, the victim in the case we're researching, he was shot with a pistol. A pistol? Right. Now, wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise? That's what I'm saying! Guess it would. Your camera didn't get a picture of the murder, did it? Hey, y'all are pretty bright. Huh? I see what you're saying. Tell you what, I'll have a look-see at my film. It would have been a photo taken late last night. I checked them once. Don't remember if there was anything on them, though. But what if I got some? I could be a witness to a genuine murder! Yeehaw! I'll go check that film. Y'all come back now, you hear? You went inside her SUV. I guess we should come back later. Okay. A pistol wouldn't be too bad. Aren't guns... I heard that guns are also, like, really heavy. Is that true? Like, they're heavier than they look. Because anytime I look at a gun, I think, like, you know those toy guns that you can get from, like, the dollar store or something? But I hear that they're actually heavier because of all the mechanisms inside and chambers and stuff. I guess chambers wouldn't weigh anything because chambers are empty. Unless there's something inside, I guess. I guess Detective Gumshoe's still in that meeting. What if he gets fired? I honestly, when I first came to like the police department, I thought that they were gonna tell us that Gumshoe was fired. Hey! Thanks for coming down, pal. Detective Gumshoe. We just finished that meeting, for better or for worse. Got the feeling we're in some for bad news. Uh-oh. 3 to 5 pounds. Hold up. How heavy is a can of soda? How heavy is So it's about 3 cans. No, it's about 6 cans. 6 cans of soda. Why does that still sound heavy? Do you know anything about the victim yet? No, still can't ID him. Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything? Not a word. So how'd the meeting go? I can't tell you, pal, you're a lawyer. True. You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth's human like you or me. Still, I get the feeling that if he's done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. That's just the kind of guy he is. Why can't anyone else see that? So they think that Mr. Edgeworth did it? Well, the trial's starting tomorrow as scheduled. I see. Hey, in the end, you did tell us about the meeting. Don't go telling anyone else, pal. Yes, sir. And do me a favor, stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help, and you're the ones to help him. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe, how come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? Well, I think that was obvious. We've got a strong working relationship, us two. We trust each other, and that's how it works. A working relationship? See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendants declared guilty every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme. Yeah, no, duh! But there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? He trusts us to get the right man. That's why I work extra hard, pal. We've got to earn that trust he places in us. I see. Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust, and you have my word on that. Okay. A little. Laser sight suppressor. Is a suppressor a silencer? I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report? Oh, that? Yeah, I made a copy for you. Sometimes, Thank you. Nick? Can you show me that photo of the victim? Is this a man or a woman? That face. Someone you know? I don't know. I just have this feeling that I met him somewhere a long time ago. One to 2 pounds, so like 2 cans of soda. Did you know that apparently Tite Kubo, the writer of Bleach, originally wanted all the Shinigamis to have guns? Allegedly. I just found that out. Death the Kid army. He had cannons. If I remember correctly, Death the Kid had cannons. Hey y'all! Lana! Wait up a second, we got bingo! Bingo? My automatic camera took 2 pictures last night. Hey! This is them. Take a look. I bet Edgeworth. Yep, that looks like Edgeworth. Wait. See? He's shooting him with that pistol. It looks like that, yes? But you can't really tell who that is shooting. Yeah, well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. But you know, seeing these photos reminded me of something. What? I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness. What? Are you serious? Of course! How do you forget? Y'all reckon I should tell the cops? Guys, what do you think? The twins were typically in pistol. Were they twins? For some reason, I always thought they were like an older and younger sister. Well, I guess twins are still older and younger, but you know. But yeah, Patty and Liz and Patty. Did I tell the cops? I feel like if I say no, she's gonna be like, well, why not? You know? See, with that photograph, I feel like they could swing it in multiple ways. Like, oh no, like that doesn't look like Edgeworth at all. Versus, see, this is proof that there was someone there and it was Edgeworth. Honestly, it's the best policy. I guess so. I don't want to lose her trust in us. I reckon so. What's that? Now don't y'all try mocking my accent. I'm a sensitive lady. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo. Later. Well, wait, Lotta. What? Can't y'all see? Didn't she say she had 2 photos? Tell us what you saw too, please. Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice, and that means the cops. No! That's not what justice means! Justice doesn't mean cops! Justice means knowing that everyone has their own agenda! I'd sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. Lotta, don't get in your skivvies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Or was it the other way around? No matter, I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hot darn. Ah! She left. Well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick? Well, if she saw something, there's not much we can do about it. The question is, what exactly did she see? Guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. I'm pretty sure it's a rule that evidence needs to be shared between both sides. So many creative liberties in this game. Looks like our camper is officially camera. This is why you don't like Lotta. You don't like Lotta? I don't mind Lotta. Actually. Maybe that'll change later. Maybe you'll know something that I don't. But right now, I don't mind Lotta. Okay, what else can I do? Looks like the police have given up their interviewing. Hey! Santa! Santa's a witness? Ah! Nick! It's Saint Nick! Jolly old Saint Nicholas. I think Santa's mad at you. Long time no see, Nick. Is this Larry? Nick, you know Santa? Wow, Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me! It's Larry Butts. Larry, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious I'm working my day job? I sell samurai dogs. Want one? Gotta get money for dates, you know. My girl Fiance deserves the best. Fiance? Not another model, I hope. Oh, Fiance's a fine woman, Nick. It was her idea that I wear this costume. She was all like, you go, girlfriend! You know? She bought this costume for me. Wow, a Santa costume. She must be really nice. Whoa, cute! Nick, who's she? She's not your... Not my what? No, she's not! I'm his partner. Maya Faye. I'm the little sister. Sister? Wow, Nick. Must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of a little sister. No, I'm not Nick's sister. I'm my older sister's little sister. What the heck? Oh my god, things just crash left, right, and center. Huh, sounds great. Don't worry, Maya, she's not listening. Oh my god, is Larry gonna be one of our... Hey Larry, there was a murder here last night. And since you work here, have you heard anything? Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Fiancé, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. Oof. Huh? I think what you just said just caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just... Fiancé's not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a... It is a model. It's another model. A model, I knew it. Well, anyway, there was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Huh, neat. The defendant is Edgeworth, Miles Edgeworth. Nick, why would Larry know Edgeworth? Whoa, Nick! You don't mean that Miles Edgeworth, old Edgy-boy? Yeah, he's a murder suspect. Whoa, murder? Oh my god. Were we not like university classmates? We were high school classmates? Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school? What? Oh my god, we were friends since we were babies! Tell me about the dogs. Childhood friends to lovers! Childhood friends to... enemies to lovers? Rivals to lovers? Lovers to enemies to lovers? Trying to figure out their dynamic, like... Oh, you mean samurai dogs? Why are they samurai dogs? I guess they look kind of gourd-shaped. Oh, well, originally they were gourd dogs. You know, like guard dogs? Ouch. The samurai thing was Kianti's idea. Oh, she's my woman, you know. She's all change the name and you go, girlfriend. She made me that banner. Man, the kids can't get enough of those samurai dogs. Something about that just seems wrong. Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake. What with the big news? The big news? Yeah, Gordy! Gordy? Yaoi Brain Bunny. Listen! Listen. It's not Yaoi on the line. It's not Yaoi Brain Bunny, okay? As much as I appreciate the BL, okay? I know that people ship those two. So I need to figure out their dynamic. Like, why do people ship these two? It can't just be... You know, it can't just be the whole rivals thing, right? There's gotta be something. Right? Like... But then again, I know people ship other people for less. Legal rivalry, let's go! So Mr. Edgeworth was your like, classmate, Larry? Yeah, Nick, him, and I used to hang out all the time. Wow, never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's always been like kind of stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like father. Like his father? Yeah, Edgy's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day. Wow, wait, that defense lawyer? Yeah. Wait a second, but Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney. What? Edgy's got a proboscis on his... No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. I would argue that the opposite of a defense lawyer is like the criminal. Huh, go figure. He always used to talk about defending the weak who were unable to defend themselves. Man, he used to go on and on about man's duties to society and all that. What a bore. I wonder what changed his mind though. Do you know Nick? Nick? Anyways, let's change the subject. What's 40? Huh? You mean you don't know? It's here in this very lake. A giant mysterious monster, Gordy! A monster? Yeah. Check it out! It's an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo. Wow, it's really real! Hot news! Giant life form appears in Gore Lake. Are we sure that's not Nessie? Are we sure Nessie didn't just like, you know, travel to Gore Lake for, I don't know, a vacation? Or a log or something, right? Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera to automatic and when we got to the frame, I heard a loud bang like an explosion, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water. Ooh. I wish I could have seen it. Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry, Could I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million. What? 1 million? Grow up, Ray. Right. We live in a society where even our friend will extort us. Where can I go from here? Oh, it's just something's been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey, I remember now. This guy. He's a lawyer that was at that office that Mia worked at. I met him once when I went out there to hang out with Sis. That office? Wait. You mean Grossberg's office? Right, that guy. That was the last name I expected to come up. Grossberg? Is there an underlying case to Ace Attorney? Like, we have like separate cases, but is the underlying case gonna be one where it's like, we need to figure out, I don't know, like, what happened to Mia's old job or something? The painting's still gone. Ahem! Oh, that old familiar clearing up the throat. Aha! You're Mia's something, aren't you? I was her understudy, yes, Phoenix Wright. Haha! And you're Mia's something too, are you not? Her little sister, yes. You've grown! You've come to look a lot like your sister, you know? It takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth like the scent of a fresh lemon. You see? Mr. Grossberg, sir? Ah, yes, I beg your pardon. Of course you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter? Take a look at... Oh, wait. I don't have a picture. Or I could present this autopsy. Strange. I feel as though I've seen that man somewhere before. Ah! Did you remember? He was a lawyer here in my office. That's Hammond. Robert Hammond. Mr. Hammond? And you say this is the man Miles Edgeworth shot? Ooh. Love to see a blackmail lawyer still. To be fair, I don't think he committed a crime. All he did was like he couldn't keep his big mouth shut. Right? It was the other dude, the red, white, and blue guy who was doing the blackmailing, who got arrested. But he didn't do... I don't think Grossberg did anything. All he did was like spill the beans on something he shouldn't have. There was a murder last night. A murder? You haven't heard? I just got up, you see. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Edgeworth? What? Who did he shoot? Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown. This is terrible news indeed. He literally okay, that's true. That is true. Was it? What happened? Oh, that was it. Right, yes. I thought it was more like he spilled the beans. And then he got blackmailed for spilling the beans. But no, he accepted a bribe to spill the beans. And then he got blackmailed for it. Okay. I forgot. What happened to that painting? Oh yes, I don't think it'll ever be coming back home to this office. Can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's my just desserts. Old, bitter desserts. Who's this Hammond guy, anyway? Mr. Hammond. He was the defense attorney in that case. See, he's always talking about that case. Yes, the DL6 incident. DL6? Why does that sound so familiar? Perhaps you remember? I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder. That was the incident where the police were so at a loss they used this— Yes, this one. Wait, You don't mean... Was that medium my mother? Yes, my dear. The spirit medium, Misty Faye, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim. But the case was a loss. No conviction was made. "15 years ago, very strange case. They never caught the criminal, right?" Correct. Misty Faye used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case and the suspect was declared innocent. And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You're the one who helped her out then, right? Oh, she didn't know! Yes, dear, and I was the one who allowed your mom to be harassed by the public to the point where she died. Oh, no, she didn't die. She disappeared, right? She ran away. Yes, quite. Thank you. No, please don't mention. Dude, tell. I'll say I never thought I'd hear that name again. But wait, what does that case have to do with Edgeworth? It has everything to do with Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth. Oh, so everyone thinks he killed Hammond for revenge? I guess that's the underlying case to this series, huh? So hold on. We have victim Hammond. We have Edgeworth. Edgy-boy. So, and the previous victim was... So we actually still don't know who killed Gregory, right? What? His father? If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this. I'm sure he'll talk to you. Is this their mother? Wait. This is a photo of my mother. Oh. What's this? I was hoping you got my message the first time. Edgeworth, what about your defense? It's no concern of yours. I guess he hasn't found anyone yet. BP? Yes, BP. Hey, Junk! Yes, more Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. This time, the guy on the stand is good old Edgy-boy. We need to present this to him. First of all, I'm gonna go to the washroom because I've been drinking way too much water. Actually, is there such thing as drinking too much water? I think I've asked that before. But anyways, be right back. I'm back! Alrighty. Water poisoning? Gallons of water. I wonder... I'm sure someone has died due to water poisoning. Because how else would we know that it's a thing? But I wonder how much water that guy drank. And how it came to be, you know? What were the circumstances? Alright, let's present this. Hello. Edgeworth? It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited, yet you've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, right? You were always single-minded in your work, though. You've heard of a guy who died because of college hazing? I think there's been quite a few guys who died because of college hazing, right? Like it's become like a whole thing where even people like politicians were like, no more college hazing or whatever. Because I think like there were a few of them. I remember one was like they dared this guy to drink a bunch of hot sauce, and I think he died. I think. And then I think there were also like a few where it was like one of those I slipped in the shower moments where they dared them to do something that resulted in a trip to the hospital with I slipped in the shower, if you know what I mean. Usually, oh, they had him drink a bunch of water. You know what? Should I be surprised? I guess the only surprising part is that it's water, not that it's hazing. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident. Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That's why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. Oh, she's gonna cry! I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So, do you still think that it would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know, but I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you like and I'll answer to the best of my abilities. Heck yeah! The DL6 incident was when my father died. Oof. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's the self-defense mechanism. In any case, a suspect was arrested, a man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim of the Gourd Lake murder? Correct. That spirit medium, that was my mom. What? You mean you're... Strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now this. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago on December 28th. December 28th? The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. What? Nick, what does that mean? When a case's statute of limitation runs out illegally, the case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed forever. It's weird, you know? Like, I remember seeing... There was this case, I think it was in Oregon? Was it Oregon? I don't know, it was somewhere in the States, where I think like these two brothers or friends or whatever kidnapped a bunch of women, killed a few of them. One of the women escaped and ran away. But then the men went on the run. I forget how long they went on the run for, but one of them fled to Mexico. I think one of them was caught. But one of them fled to Mexico. And then... I think it was the whole thing about Mexico not having an extradition with, like, the States. But he hid in Mexico, and when the statute of limitations ran out, I think he gave himself up to the police, kind of to rub it in their face, like, heh heh. I stayed away from you, you guys can't arrest me anymore. But then like they arrested him on something else. They were like, yeah, the statute of limitations ran out for this case. But you also kidnapped and killed a bunch of other women and everything. So... so I think he was still arrested for other things. I think like the other aspects of the same case. I don't remember. It's been a while since I saw anything about that case. That's how they got Al Capone arrested for taxes. Yeah, honestly I kind of love it when that happens. When they're like, we got away scot-free, and then they're like, just kidding. I think there was like another guy who got arrested for I think he got arrested for killing his wife. He got arrested for killing his wife, and then I think he had a deal with the police where it's like if he shows them where he hit the body, they were gonna give him like a lesser sentence. So then when he showed them the body, they were like, haha, just kidding. You brought the body over state borders. Therefore, now it's a federal. Now the FBI and everything's involved, and like charges were like increased or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember. Rape and murder doesn't have any statute of limitations. Yeah, that's the thing I think they charged him on. I think originally they wanted to charge him for kidnapping the girl who ran away, like the girl who got away. So they were looking for him for that, I think. But then when he came back, they were like, you still killed and raped a bunch of people, so we can still arrest you. And I think that's what they did. What happened to the back to this case. What happened to the suspect, the one who got off innocent? I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd probably be around 50 years old now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case. So was your father a lawyer? He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently. So you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps. I'd rather not talk about it. Okay! Can I present this to him? Who would have thought there'd be a photo? Edgeworth, did you shoot him? What do you think, Wright? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no? Oh, you didn't shoot him? No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right? Pains me to ask you this now. I know, you want us to defend you! Yes, will you? Of course we willn't! Who could have guessed this day would come? Not me. This is my chance to finally pay you back. Ooh! Pay him back? Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing... The last case? Never mind. I guess you don't really need... Or something in their childhood. Huh. My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe. Booyah! Well, I guess we should... Huh? What is that? Earthquake, Nick! It's a big one! Ah! It's calming down. Whew, that was scary. What? Huh? Where's Edgeworth? There, he's on the floor in in a ball, shivering. Guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes. Is it because his dad died in an elevator? So like the elevator was shaking? Is that what it is? I've heard of running, but curling up in a ball? Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick. Right. We have to give Edgeworth's letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. Trauma worth? Miles of trauma worth. Miles and miles of trauma. What's going on here? Well, what's wrong, Detective? This wild lady's comes here just a while ago. Says she came to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's all this about, pal? A lot of heart. Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth a death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence. You're trying to say something about the way I do my job? No, sir. Alright. Look what I got. Hey, you did it, pal! Glad I waited till the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you. Thanks, detective. Well, see you in court tomorrow then. Good luck, pal. Hey! You guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried. Worried? We're fine. I've lived my whole life. I'm pretty used to them now. Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. He did seem to overreact a little now that you mention it. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm gonna go check on him. You two go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later! Wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquake. I wonder. He was never that scared of them when he was in school. Then again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. Trial. I wonder who the attorney's gonna be. The defense or the prosecuting attorney. An hour and a half in, how's my... I'm feeling okay. I feel like I don't feel as rough as last week, but I kind of feel like my voice is a little raspy. Maybe that's just to my own ears. I don't know. Karma? That's right, Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. Wasn't that you? He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god! Not a single case? He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. That's what people said about you! Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. Quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. Oh, well, was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh wait, maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me, times 20! That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia. Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry. I tried. I really tried. I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Oh, what bad timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. What are you whispering about? Nothing. Let's head in. I'm feeling fine right now, but if this guy was like Edgeworth in the first case, or second case, my blood pressure is gonna go pew! Bro looks like a founding father in his sprite. Never mind, he looks worse than her. Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Cool. You seriously think that I would stand here if were I not completely prepared? Right, my apologies. He even got the judge scared. Dude, kicking him out of the courtroom! You can't be showing that kind of attitude in court. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Or nothing, of course, that should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness. What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I called the detective in charge of this case. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Okay, Gumshoe's first Let's see how this goes. Fingers crossed, everyone! Describe the incident now. Yes, sir. Please take a look at the map. Murder happened late Christmas Eve around midnight. One boat in the middle of the lake. 2 men on the boat. Women camping at the edge of the lake. 2 pistol shots. Ooh. Then the boat started to move. It went towards the boat rental shop. Testify to the court about the arrest now. Shut up! Just use the word please! I really don't like rude people. Wait, Mr. Von Korma, yes? Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course, you're quite... No, he's not! This judge, bro! All arrogance? 100%. The man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight. You know the crime is fast. 30 minutes after midnight? Hold on. Didn't they say it happened at 15 minutes after midnight? See right here, taking her approximately 15. 30 minutes after midnight? That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything, but the next morning a body was found in the lake. To arrest him. Well, I see. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now. I hate this guy. What? You received a call from a man? Yup. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? This wagging finger! Oh my god, it's worse than Miles. I see where he got it from. The man and woman were 2 different people? Different people? There were 2 witnesses. Testimonies were quite similar, however. Today, I've summoned the woman who was camping. Lana. What happened next, detective? How are they not able to identify the victim? Like, if we were able to just take a look at the image and go like, he was an attorney in like a big case, how wasn't anyone else able to go like, oh yeah, that's the guy from the really big case, you know? Like, we never even heard that case before, but we were like, hey, this is the guy. Where did you find Edgeworth? What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed, not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. Facts don't care about your feelings? Yeah. When I was working at, I used to work at kind of like I'll just call it like a police center. Whenever I took a report, it just had to, we had to write stuff like, oh, the complainant was yelling or like was speaking very loudly. We can't be like, she was screaming angrily. It had to be like, oh, you know, she was mad. She was slamming her hands down on the table. She was swearing profanities. We couldn't say she was angry. We couldn't say she was like... We couldn't say anything about her feelings because that was just our own opinion. So, Yeah, I get that. You were shot through the heart fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. Didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. 22 cal. Arrest Edgeworth. Doesn't it seem like Detective Gumshoe is being a little vague? I bet Von Karma is feeding him lines. Testimony probably filled with landmines just waiting for me to press. What do we do? Grit our teeth and press, I guess. What else can we do? Well said. You're the man. Okay, let me think. What do I have? Did I already press him on everything? How long between report and arrival? About 3 minutes. 3 minutes? That's impressive. Yeah, that's pretty fast. Motto for the month is get there quick. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets. That's not even a department. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to your next year's salary review. So much to look forward to these days. This is no time for detective daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. We had to arrest him. Why is that? Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon? The pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right. Sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. Is it the same caliber? What about the pistol made it? What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. What? Order? So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yes, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accept it into evidence. Fire 3 times. It says that... Members of the court, we now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective. Yes, sir? Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet matched the pistol. Hey, Nick, what does he mean by ballistic? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Yeah, most of the court, bro. Like, if you have an audience in your court, how many of them actually know about ballistic marking? Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well, I'll explain. No thank you, you can shut up. Actually, Judge, you do it. Eh, me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The rifling marks, yeah. The lands and the grooves. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet as it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. The pistol which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Order! Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edwards did it. Well, Judge, I'll say it's almost decisive, yes? Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However... You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, so I will take a brief break. I will call in witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge? Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess? This guy is... But wait, just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes. This guy has no backbone. This court will take a 10-minute recess. Who's running this court anyway? You know, if I was the judge at that point, just to spite that guy, I would have been like, nah, we're gonna continue on. Or I would have just been like, nah, 2-minute break, go on. It's either a shorter break or a longer break, or even an 11-minute break. An 11.5-minute break. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon? And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot that man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close spot. Do you think it was... It was probably Gordy, right? They were pretending to be a sea monster and just like stand up from the lake. Then the other man fell from the boat. Can't say why, but I thought at the time that he just shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh. How am I gonna convince anyone of that? Hey, Maya? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry, it's no good. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right? I can't let go of my only support, so I have to support her. Yeah, you're useless. Like, at this point, she kinda is. Other than, yeah, exactly, for morale, yeah. Could I be a judge? No. I don't think I can be a judge. I don't like making decisions. Why did he have the gun to? I'm guessing that something was shot and then the gun fell and he picked up the gun. Which is why in the opening monologue, he picked up the gun. It showed him holding the gun and looking confused or shocked. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Aw, everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting hit. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is gonna run out. Really? Well, whoa, Wright! Don't jinx this case anymore. Yeah, dude, don't say that in front of your defendant. Bad for my heart. Oh, sorry. Oops. Burger lovers unite. My, you're as good as your sister. Well, in support, yes. I'm warming up. Well, I kind of knew that I was gonna like him, but man, that second chapter, he was so annoying. I hated him in that second chapter. Just like I hate this guy. Karma better not get a redemption arc, man. Like, bro. Oh, your witness. Yes, Mr. Lotta Hart, take the stand. Lotta Hart, you are a research student at a university. That I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Exactly, I'm with Lotta. Understand? Yeah, I understand. Very well, your testimony, please. Christmas Eve, just after midnight, in her car, bang come up from the lake. Look out the window, saw two gents on a boat. Another bang. Wasn't nearly a sound on the lake, but that boat. Enough. Huh? Judge? She happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. Looks like the very moment of the murder. Are we how do we know that the guy holding the gun in that photo is actually the... What if the guy holding the gun is the victim? As the... no other boats on that lake, so the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. I'm so curious, in that picture of like the court, I wonder where the defendant sits. Well, Judge? The evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court— No! Wait, Your Honor, I haven't cross-examined the witness yet. A cross-examination? This guy needs to put his finger down. I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna use that gavel. No violence. No violence. No violence. We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words and they all read guilty. You lose. Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony? Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court. Nick, contempt of court, you know? I guess I understand. Well, what are you gonna do? Do you really think there was a contradiction? I think... Yes! I'm just gonna have to say it. I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right, let's take him on. Yeah, got a bad feeling about— Don't say that! Phoenix is not only gonna give Miles a heart attack, he's gonna give me a heart attack. Ugh. Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time. Car. Is an SUV a car? You weren't looking at the lake at the time? Nope, I looked after I heard the noise. You said that already. I asked you to find card. Yeah, but if she looked after she heard the bang, how come the other guy was still standing? Not leisurely chat with a witness. What do I have? Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you? Press further. Wait a second, I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, of course. The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions. He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. No, how could you see anything in that photo? Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure. This guy is so annoying! You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble. Well, if you let me have this conversation, then maybe I'll be able to say something. Bon Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Wasn't nary a thing. Should I present? Didn't this article say? Didn't this article say that there was a bang? A couple of bangs and then there's this on the... Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be. That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake. Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you... Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course. Oh, great. What am I supposed to do now? There weren't any yes? Sorry, Nick. If only my sister were here. Maya's really taking this hard. Can I present? Present. Time of death. Present this. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? Yes, there is! There was a contradiction there. The annoying thing about like these type of games is that like if I find a contradiction and it's not in the game code, it doesn't work. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research. What research? This all sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research? What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait, now I'm the one who says that. Well then say it already. Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. Seems you are unable to find contradiction in the testimony worth noting. But Your Honor, you keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And what about these jerks? If that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood? Uh-huh. Nick, Lotta's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy. I know what you mean. But if I can't say anything, what can I do? I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Hold it. Oh! Who was that? It was me. Maya! You go, Maya! Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities? This judge has no control over this court. None at all! No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire the pistol? You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst. Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea of treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth. Enough, Judge. Declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guards, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave. No. No. Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent. Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Wrong. Wrong. What? Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony and I have the right to cross-examine her again. You go, Maya. Order, order, order! You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot. Hell yeah. Heck yeah! Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he's in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're gonna arrest someone, arrest me. This guy only knows the words contempt of court. Very well. Mayafe, you will leave the courtroom immediately. Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. You go, Maya! Everything we do for Maya. Honestly, the judge... I don't think the judge is in contempt of court, but Von Karma definitely is. But he is definitely like... his role? Bro, someone fire this guy. Maya. I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering my witnesses. I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in there or else. Present. I can present this. There's like nothing in this photo. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart, finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same. Which one's Miles? There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart. So? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet, even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How? What? Mr. Wright has a point. Of course. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. So, you're influencing your witnesses, huh? Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart? What? Could you see the defendant that night? Of course. I said I could, and I mean I could. Then please testify to the circumstances of your sighting. I finally found a hole. Yeah, you're not... You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard the noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem. So you use binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. You're beginning to think the other guy's trying to frame him? I think everyone is trying to frame Edgy-boy, except for us and Gumshoe. So, how could you see Edgeworth? Now, just hold your horses for a second. Nobody loves me. Why'd you go back to your car? Your camera? Yeah, it's got an automatic... I don't even want to read Karma's lines. Binoculars? Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera too. Was that really the pic to take pictures of meteor showers? Camera's You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright? Camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning. But know this, if you find nothing, there will be Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further? Press further. This isn't make it or break it. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Well, maybe I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera. Yeah, I hear ya. Set up to take pictures of meteor shower. When I heard the noise, I looked out. If the camera's that important, why was there like a noise? Why is it? Yeah, exactly. Why's the camera pointed at the lake, and why does it have like a noise? She is there looking for Gordy. I'm like almost 100% sure of that. Yeah, why is it noise activation? You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Well, then what exactly was she photographing? Take a look at this. Gordy, Miss Hart? This is what you're trying to photograph. What's this, a newspaper article? Gordy? Ah, the sighting at Gord Lake. Well, Miss Hart? I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? To see you proof that I was down the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. The noise. It's gotta be the... Can I choose that again? Man, if only I had my party poppers. Can I choose this again? You know what? I still have choices, right? So, how long is this trial? I'm scared. Did I save? Did I save? Your own camera. Your camera is set to take... Yeah, exactly! Loud noises! 7 hours? No, sorry, not this case. How long is this trial? How many more decisions do I have to make? Because I can only make like 3 more mistakes. That's this photograph here, taken when the gun was fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you're trying to photograph Gordy. You know what? I can already tell what Karma's gonna say. I know what Karma's gonna say. Karma's gonna be all like, what does this have to do with the case? So what if she was trying to take a picture of Gordy? She still took a picture of the scene. I can call it right here. Because that's what I would say in response to this. That's why you had... Order, order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try to take a picture of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah, not bad. Are you all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? That's what I mean. It doesn't change anything. It's no more that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey! But as she so successfully said, so what? Changes nothing. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your statement. Right, fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change, it has to. No one's gonna call her out for perjury? Apparently not! Apparently this court doesn't actually cater to laws. And I'm gonna spot it. Yeah, apparently manipulating witnesses, lying on the stand, stepping outside of your role, all of that is okay. See, actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a stupid it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out at the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out at the lake. There wasn't much to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time. Cross my hope and hope to fry. Yeah, I hope you fry. The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she's a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more time with another cross-examination. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Karma's up to something. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her. Why? Was there a contradiction? Huh, that would be a first. Is this your last chance at cross-examination? But why'd you lie about it? So what? I'm not sure I'm high-faulting enough to be called a manner of anything. What does that even mean? Investigative photographer? Yep. You get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures at my sister's graduation last week. And guess what? What? There was a UFO just hanging in the... What's a UFO? Oh, a UFO! You know, an identified flying object, a UFO. That's when I had a sort of revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer. I see. Imagine being a person who photographs cryptids and can't even pronounce UFO. Haifuku Alufa. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah, they even had him up on the TV. I'm not sure that appearing on the local news' Rumors of the Month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper for real. She smells like that, does she? Oh, I guess so. Ding ding. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at? Yep. I don't know, if she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was there, kinda doubt she'll waste any time looking at a boat. What? What do I do now? What are you giving that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Okay. Oh wait, shoot. I pressed the wrong one. I was supposed to present evidence. The Amazon logo goes from A to Z. What? Wait, what does the Amazon logo look like? Oh, an arrow from A to Z. I didn't see that. Okay, what do I have to present? There wasn't much else to look at. But Phoenix said that she should have been looking at the lake for probably the monster. So maybe this? Objection! Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? What was with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you're far from normal. What? You want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give a boat a second thought. But a lot of this we can't prove, I don't think. Package going from A to lost, A to sayonara. A to 再见. Order, continue, Mr. Wright. You testified that you were watching the boat through the binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch the boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all. Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then? Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, you know, I could be a witness to a murder and all. I got kind of excited. I was sure I was watching the boat till now. I wonder if lawyers, like, monitor their blood pressure. I feel like it's part of, like, the whole job. Part of the job description. Make sure you monitor your blood pressure. This is totally uncalled for. But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof. Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this. Right. That's why I took this photo and... Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day, shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What was she gonna say? That's why she took this photo and... She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who's shooting who. That's why she said she was gonna enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality I might, but who should let us see who's who? It's not Miles. She enlarged that photo. Why wouldn't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth or worse. What should I do? Make her show it! Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has the enlargement not been presented to the court? Because it does not exist. What are you talking about? You're the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You go, Lotta. You old fool. What is the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. Booyah! The witness will show the enlargement to the court. Here it is. We still can't see who is firing this. Could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Happy now, Mr. Wright? There has to be something. You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement. Now why didn't you want us to see this, And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. Suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence? Decisive witness? What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare. Stop trying to declare the verdict! Sit down, Gramps! This is bad. Real bad. What should I do? Okay, what's my court records, bro? Ah! I don't think there's anything here. What were my choices? Objective enlargement, show other evidence, wait and see. Guys, do you think I have any other evidence, or should I just object to the enlargement? Oops, I need a charger. Charger! Bullet shot to the heart. What does this look like? I mean, it is kind of aimed at the heart. Guys, do you think this profile looks like Edgeworth? Or do you think this profile looks like Edgeworth? Is the gun the same? It looks the same. I don't know anything about guns though. Like there's the stripes here. This bigger piece. The really long muzzle. Edgeworth must have bit them both. How many shots were fired? The pistol said 3 shots were fired, but only 2 bangs were heard. But I've already presented this before. I don't know. Right hand, left hand? Left hand in the pic. Is Miles right-handed? I don't think they've ever mentioned something like that. Wait, so should I present the pistol, the photo, or... I guess the photo would be the same as objecting to the enlargement, right? Uh-oh. Okay, you know what? Save! Okay. Left hand in the photo. I believe we have spent enough time talking about the evidence. Indeed. But this enlargement, I see no point in retracing our steps. Okay, so not then, not evidence. Objection then. Ah, these guys are really annoying me. Your Honor, there's something decisively strange with this enlargement. What might that be? I don't know! I don't know! Mr. Wright, wait, where's my cursor? You will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. Okay, you guys said the hand, right? Wait. Wait. Sorry, wait, wrong thing. Wait, wrong thing. I wanted to see this. Wait, where's the photo? Wait, I can't see the shrinked photo anymore? Bro, that's BS. Okay, you guys said it was the hand, right? Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure what I understand. What about the shooter strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that the left hand contradicts. Is it because it's not pointing at the heart? Oh wait, the right hand! Jesus Christ. That evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding the pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edward's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Oh my god, my brain! Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Court of law? Court of law? Yes, Your Honor, you have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim? Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim? Victim? Larry. There's only one explanation remaining. What was it that Conan said? Or was it Sherlock? Was it Sherlock or Conan who said that? But then again, I don't know. What was it? It was like, if you eliminate everything but the impossible, then the impossible must be the truth? It was something like that. The one who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. That was the saying, right? Hold on. Now I'm curious. And who said it? Eliminate the impossible. It's Sherlock Holmes. I mean, I was right, okay? It was both Sherlock and Conan, because Sherlock was written by Conan. When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. So technically, I was right. It was both Sherlock and Conan. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Order? So you're saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. Do you think Hammond felt really guilty for that not guilty verdict from 15 years ago? So he decided to, like, commit suicide? Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question. What? An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot. The distance? The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away, so it could be like 17 meters away. So the whole sniper theory is not wrong. A meter. That's 3 feet. There's no way it could have been suicide. Very long arms. How long are my arms? My one arm is about a meter. So honestly, you could. If my arm is like My arm's like probably less than a meter. Hold on. Do I have a ruler in here somewhere? Yeah. A tape measure. Okay. From kind of like the joint of my neck to my fingertips, that's kind of 2 3/4 feet. .75 feet to meters. It's about 0.8 meters. So if my arm from like my neck to my fingertip is about 0.8 meters. So like technically any like a grown man who is taller than me, which isn't very hard, with longer arms than me, could logically be shooting himself from a meter. You know? Yeah, not impossible. If someone's saying that he can't shoot himself from a meter, listen, I'm pretty short. I'm pretty sure. If my arms are almost a meter, then a grown man who is taller than me could do that. Either way, Edgy-boy is not the killer due to the photo. Well, not according to what's his face. Yeah, exactly. What if you just have long arms? Yeah, I heard that too, Junk. If you measure from fingertip to fingertip, that's how long I am. How tall I hold up. How long? Yeah, actually that's pretty correct. I just did that just now with my tape measure. That's pretty correct. Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course. I already considered the possibility of suicide, you see. I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant. No, it couldn't! However, the prints on the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. This court is adjourned. Hold on, let me hold on to a pen, okay? My hand, how big's my hand? My hand's not that big. My hand's about 6 inches. So if I take that 2 point whatever, 2.75, and I minus 6 inches. That's still 2.25 feet. I don't know. I still think it could have been suicide. But the photo is rough because it definitely looks like someone's pointing the gun at someone else. Phew, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say? No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right? Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? Shooter was probably about a meter away too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Thanks? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course she didn't see the shooter, but the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. 2 gunshots. That contradicts the 3 bullets! Ah! Okay. So we finished day 1, trial 1. Uh-oh. This might have to be split into 3, guys. Because I still... Well, depending on if I'm able to finish the case by the next day. 2.5 hours in. Do I do another day? Do I do another day? What? Should I do the investigation at least? So it's at least halfway there? Ah! Okay, hold on. What do we know right now? Hold on, let's save. Mhm. Okay, what do we know right now? Oh, that's a lot of characters, actually. Actually, give me a second and I will be right back. Yeah. Ow. I'm back. No, it was not raccoons. No. I don't have that problem. Me and raccoons were homies. uh okay. Anyways, who do we have? Let me see if I can bust out something to take notes on. Ooh, I got spaghetti sauce on my iPad. I love spaghetti. Sketty. I send nothing. Raccoons? No. Listen, I'm sure the raccoons are just trying to be homies, okay? Okay, let me see if I can do this. Yeah. I just spontaneously unplugged my USB stick. Hopefully nothing goes corrupt. All right, let me see. Oh, that's. I mean, I think you guys can see that. Oops. Here, let's change the sides. All right. Resend. So this is going to be my notes for next week. What do I need to write? So one. Nope. I need to change this. Did I lose my grip? Okay, you know what? That's future Kirruko's problem. Okay. One. Okay. Number two. What other characters do we know? The Fays have something to do with it. Actually, should I just draw something out? Like, I can't. Miles Edgeworth. Yes. What's this guy's name? Something Hammond? Robert. Why did I was gonna say Ryan. Versus Robert Hammond. And then I hate. Oops, I almost wrote Gregory Hammond. No, it's Gregory Edgeworth. And then defense. All right. Objects of the apple was apple shaped. I mean, I don't know. I think this is kind of cute. Okay. What else? Wow, my writing's getting messier and messier. That's fine. I forgot his name already. Something Karma. Something like this. What was the Faye's mom's name? Something Faye? Misty, right? Misty Faye? I know it starts with an M. Misty Faye. And then okay. And then these two are somehow connected to. I did not plan this out well, guys. Y'all. I did not plan this out well. Okay, and then what evidence do we have? We have a camera. You know, this case has a lot less characters. I think I kind of prefer that. The last episode had so many characters, it was kind of hard to keep track. Noise activate. 40 is the target. That one, right? Because then, like, I thought that too. Because, um, maybe she didn't set it up yet. Because when Maya set off her camera, it took enough photos to set off the entire roll of film. But for this one, it only took 2 photos. Um, why not a whole roll of film like Maya? And then, oh, but like here, let me see if I can actually. Can I do this? Hold on, let me see if I can. There, now you guys can kind of see the evidence that I'm looking at. See, so this over here, the camera, it says that it only takes 1 photo when, like, look, oopsie, my bad. Like, when you look at this, it says automatically take a picture, not a whole roll of pictures. So why did I take up an entire roll when Maya set off the poppers? And then a picture? And then the next thing is the autopsy. One meter away? Do you guys spell it as meter as M-E-T-E-R or M-E-T-R-E? 1 meter away. Or do you guys use freedom units so you guys never have to write that? You use burger units? How big is 1 cheeseburger? How big is 1 eagle span? 1 eagle wingspan. And then over here, lake photo. I hate that I can't see like the far away one anymore. Wow, my writing's getting so messy. Did I not bring it home? Guys, I forgot I had a Twix bar. I love Twix bars. I just found it in my bag when I was looking for my pen grip. Um, Okay. So, I don't know. Who do you guys think the culprit is? Do you think how ironic would it be if Karma was the killer? But also, anytime I think Karma, I just think of Assassination Classroom. I love Karma. Karma there, not Karma here. I love Karma in Assassination Classroom. Let me see if I can find. Assassination has way too many S's. Classroom. Karma. Do we have a motive yet? I think it has to do with the DL6 case. There, Karma. He's such a little psycho. I love him. Look at him. This violent ass punk. I love Assassination Classroom. I cried so hard at the end. Okay, so the DL6 incident. So Misty Faye was the spirit medium for Greg Edgeworth. So she was the spirit medium for Greg Edgeworth. Who died. So she was not for Hammond. But then the suspect who killed Hammond, oopsie, was found innocent. And then Grossberger was blackmailed because of this whole situation. I don't even know what to write that for. Where is this leading? So, do you think theory? The thing is, we don't know if it's the wrong guy did it, but he was acquitted. Okay, so the DL6 incident was basically that someone killed, oopsie, one. Someone killed Greg Edgeworth. Police are confused. Police contact the spirit medium, who happens to be Misty Faye. Misty Faye points finger. Not the only one who can do it. Wait, Misty talked to Greg? Wasn't Greg the dead person? Greg was the victim in the past, I think, 15 years ago. I think. Points finger at only person who could be suspect. Everyone agrees. Oh yes, yes, yes. That's what you meant. Yes, I think Misty talked to Greg. Yes. I thought you meant she talked to like the live person, and I was like, no, he's dead. Was spirit medium and spirit large? One of them's probably broken, the other one's rich. Hammond retained as defense counsel, defense attorney, defense lawyer, defense whatever you want to call them. Hammond gets suspect acquitted. 15. Therefore, ergo, Misty was wrong. Nine, Grossberger leaks Misty's name because of bribe. Misty leaves. So that's what this is so far, right? Yeah, so Hammond got him acquitted, and then I think the motive for Edgeworth would be like, oh, he would want revenge. I think that's what everyone else would think. So this is like the DL6 incident. And then right now we're still trying to figure out this incident, which has connections to this. So far my theory. Oh yeah, Misty's not dead. She could be a part of this, right? So the theory right now, maybe. So the statute of limitations is about to be up. See, there's no point in me making all these theories right now because they're just gonna pull up new evidence during the next trials. That's gonna come out of nowhere. But for now, statute of limitation about to run out 3 days. Maybe Hammond calls Edgeworth to Lake to discuss, apologize. Edgy-boy has told us nothing. We're like the only guys on his side, and he hasn't told us anything. to discuss or apologize. And then maybe someone set up Gordy. And if this is not true, then maybe someone set up Gordy because Miles said that he only went to the lake to see Gordy. So do you think someone out there knows that Miles like cryptic creatures, cryptids? So they set up Gordy in advance so that it's gonna be in the news? So he'll go to the lake and be framed? No, we don't know anything about the article. If I were to expand this again, let me just go ahead and there we go. So this is the article. That's all we know. We only know the headlines. Anyways, there's no point in me thinking about this any longer. We're just gonna have to wait for the next time I continue this, right? Anyways, theorizing is always fun. Doodle is necessary? I think so. Anyways, so my theory right now, maybe Misty will come back. Here's the thing about Misty, right? I don't think Misty is gonna come back until next. How many more episodes are there? Hold up, let me take a look. Let me take a look. How do I go back? Oh, this is so cute! Oh, this is so cute! Wait, I didn't realize this was here. Oh my goodness. Who is this diva? Oh my god, this is so cute! Oh my god! I think this one's my favorite. Because I love Larry. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't know her yet, so I can't say, but this one's my favorite. That spoilers? Okay. I mean, she's already in the thumbnail, so whatever. Okay, let's take a look at episode selections. Oh, we still have one more chapter, so I feel like Misty was not going to come back until the next chapter. Oh, this is long. Whoa! I mean, I knew that, but this one, I feel like... Yeah, I feel like Misty's not going to show up until this one, because based on these images, it looks like it might have to do with their mother. So I feel like Misty's not going to show up in this case. We might learn more about her, but I feel like it's not going to show up until this one. But anyways, I am looking forward to seeing more information from her. But for now, I think I'm going to end Ace Attorney here. It was really interesting today. I was not expecting Edgy-boy to be our client, but you know, it is what it is. Anyways, I'll see you guys for another stream. I don't know when that's gonna be. I've been like taking it easy on streams these past couple of weeks because my throat is kind of wonky. But hopefully I can have like more than one stream for you guys this week. Yeah, I'm gonna go rest up now. You guys go rest up too. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.